Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I am testing out a mask right now, so I figured I could sneak in an Empties video. So if you don't mind that I'm wearing a mask, then I don't mind that you're seeing me wear a mask. And we can just jump into this. These are not just Empties, but things that I've gone through my collection and they're either way too old or they've gone bad or I'm never going to get around to them. So let's start with Spoil Me by Bedhead. This is a defrizzer and smoothing hairspray. I don't know that it's necessarily available just like this anymore. I've had this for a good long time. I've had this since before I moved here. My family moved here, and we've been here for like 6 years. So it's been a long time, and the sprayer finally just gave out. You can hear, I can hear, that there's still product in there, but it doesn't work anymore, which is sad because I do like this one because it wasn't just a hairspray. It felt like it kind of refreshed and made it so that my hair was workable again, which I really liked, and I'm sad that it's gone. I might have to look into repurchasing that if that exists anymore. So I don't know if I included this last time in my last Empties, but the Truffle Therapy Serum from Skin & Co. I looked it up and this is a pricey little number. I did not realize it was so pricey, but I finally did actually officially finish it, and I'm not going to buy it again. I don't know if I got this on sale or I don't know why I ended up getting this one. I liked it just fine, and I liked the smell of it, but again, I'm not going to repurchase that one. I've got other things that I'm trying, and that is expensive, so no. Okay, for a little while, 3 or 4 years ago, was selling Younique, the makeup products, and I didn't continue on with it because I got pregnant and was having a fourth baby, and so life was crazy for that. But also, the products are not inexpensive. They're on the pricier side, and as a distributor or as a salesperson, you don't have any way to test the products before you sell them unless you're buying all of them, and that doesn't account for like different shades. You know, just there's a lot of stuff that I felt like I couldn't account for before trying to recommend it to somebody else, and I just didn't feel comfortable with that. And so I stopped doing that. But I have a couple of products from then, but being that it's been like 3 or 4 years, some of these have gone bad. This shade did not go bad. This is fabulous. It's just a face powder. It's a foundation. There we go. I don't know why that was hard for me to say. It's a foundation. And this the color was wrong for me. That actually looks fine now, huh? I don't know. I never used it because I couldn't test it, like I said, before I got it. And I think this one is too light for me. And then the cream shade that I had, which was Velour, their powder foundations and their cream foundations at the time were not named the same. So you couldn't match them up by their names. They had different names, if I remember correctly. And I couldn't get it right. And so that one I think was too light. And then this one was too yellow, too dark. So this one is Velour. And it was just way too yellow, way too dark for me. And now it's got, like, it's growing stuff. So it's done. It's a sad little number now. I like that they have the separation and they have, you know, a very sturdy little compact and everything. And I hear, you know, the people that use it seem to very much enjoy it still. I don't continue to purchase there. Just like I said, it's more pricey, and there wasn't a storefront. I really like Ulta for the fact that I can go in there, I can swatch things, I can test things, and I can return things, and there's a point system, and so I just kind of was more interested in in sticking to that sort of a thing and being able to get to know the makeup, because I was just getting into makeup at the time, and so I was having a great time, but I wanted to explore all the makeup. So this is a Covergirl powder. It says translucent medium. It's translucent and it's medium. But it still smells good, you guys. I don't know. There's a lot of powder left in there, but I'm not medium. I'm like light medium. No, I'm light. Yeah. This one's just not going to work for me, and it's old. It still smells good, but it's way past its prime, and I just don't use it. Like, clearly it's still all here. I don't generally use loose powders very much. So, and I have other ones that I've purchased since then that I really should get to before they expire, and so I'm going to let this one go and be done with those ones. This one, Manakadar Beauty, I think this came in a Birchbox, but it came completely broken. I don't know if you can see this. I'm a little bit afraid. Yeah. It's completely, like, I pressed it back in. It's falling out on my hand, but I pressed it back in, and it was a pretty color. Here, let me see if I can even, let's see. Like, it's pretty. It's nothing crazy, nothing revolutionary. And so I haven't used it. I think it's an eyeshadow. I don't know. It doesn't even say. It doesn't even say. Anyway, I'm just going to get that out of my collection because clearly I'm never going to get around to it. Another thing that's gone bad, I think, and just was a mismatch, was the L'Oreal True Match Cream Foundation. I've had this one for 4 years because I was using this around the time that I was performing in the Nutcracker, and they wanted us to buy a foundation that was too dark for us, and then one that was a little bit lighter for the contrast for when you're on stage, which is all well and good, but I don't, yeah, that feels like super dry now. Yeah, it's just, they're the wrong color because they were for stage makeup, and now they're just past their prime, and I'm going to move them out of my collection. This is the Physicians Formula, and it's a mineral wear pressed powder. It's translucent. I keep thinking that I'm going to use this and just make it work, but I don't think you can even see anything. It just, it's so bulky. The packaging is so bulky. It doesn't inspire me to use it. It has a little mirror on the other side, a little compartment for the brush, which I guess if you're traveling with it, it can be handy, but it's so bulky. It takes up a lot of space. I'm never going to use this, and it's old. So I'm going to let that one go too. These are shades that I depotted from a Covergirl palette. Oh, I've thrown the other two shades that came with it away. It was like an orange and a dark blue. And I put them in my like Z palette type things. And they're just really old. They're dry. They're not ideal anymore. So I'm going to let those go and save space for eyeshadows, single shadows that I can use. This was an Almay set, and it was on sale, and after I bought it, I found out why. I tried to make it work. There's no pigment. This is a brown color. Like, you can see it on my finger, but then when I put it on the back of my hand, it doesn't show up. Like, that is not the same color. Same thing for the green. Like, I'm getting in there, that green. And now, let's see. And I know it's over the other powder too, but even so, like, there's just no color payoff. It's the, like, washiest of wash of colors, and I'm just done having them take up space in my palettes. So I'm going to move those along. I did finish a toothpaste that I think this is a, not Nutrisystem, shoot. It's New Skin. There we go. This is a New Skin toothpaste, and I got it for my mom, and I really liked it. It's a whitening fluoride toothpaste, and I felt like it did good things. Just use it morning and night, brush for 2 or 3 minutes, and don't start with water. And I really liked what it did. I have another tube already, so I'm going to continue using that. I finished this was the e.l.f. primer that was unofficially in my project pan. It was unofficial because it sat next to all of my project pan stuff, but it wasn't a project pan thing. So anyway, I finished it, and I really liked it. I'm not sad that it's gone. I'm excited to be trying other primers. I'm really liking my Benefit Professional primer right now, so not feeling bad about that. And this is a Vidal Sassoon Extra Firm Hold Hairspray. I just got a bunch of these on clearance one time, and they worked really well, and now I've finally finished that one. The last thing, I am actually sad that this one is done. It's the Wander Beauty Unlashed Volume and Curl Mascara. And I loved this. I think it came in a BoxyCharm. And I loved the way that it separated my lashes and just prepared them for thickening, because it didn't do all the things for it, but it really separated them nicely and gave them just a little bit of volume. I loved the curl in the wand, and I thought the size was good, and I like that it's a squeezy tube. I thought that was helpful, but I like to use it in tandem with other mascaras. I was really liking it with the Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit. It's like the Dream Team combination, and so I'm sad that this one's gone. I have a bunch of other mascaras, and I just got the It Cosmetics Superhero one that I need to try, and so I'm not going to repurchase it, but it's going to stay on my favorites list, and I will keep my eye on it because I did really, really like this. Okay, that's everything. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna go and wash my mask off and finish talking about BoxyCharm products. I hope you have an excellent day. Hit that like button if you like Empties videos and things like this, or tell me down below, what are some things that you've held on to for ages, makeup-wise, that you don't know why you still have it, or like what you hope is, what are you waiting for to make it something that's going to work, or to just be able to pass it along? I know there are some things that I have that I haven't waited long enough to feel like I'm justified in saying that I gave it a shot or something like that. I don't know. I do the same thing with food in the fridge. I know I'm not going to eat those leftovers, but until they're moldy, I can't throw them out. So let me know what's the deal with you and your makeup? Do you have things like that, or are you really good and efficient about keeping it a curated collection? If you'd like to join me again, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a lovely day. We'll see you later.